Hi, you guys. It's Zari, and I'm coming to you guys today to try and explain a more detailed explanation of how to apply and some of the steps it's going to take to become a TSO officer with the TSA. Now, I am still going through the process, so I'm guessing you guys are going to be going through the process with me. So, I got my little handy dandy notebook and yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So the first thing I did was I went on USA Jobs and I searched for a TSO position in my area. Now they have positions everywhere they have airports at. So I, just went to an airport. I chose two different airports. I chose DFW and I also chose Love Field. Those aren't particularly in my neighborhood, but they are airports in the Dallas Fort Worth area. Almost immediately after applying, probably an hour or so, I was emailed a link, which is going to be to the TSA candidate dashboard. And it's basically a link that, helps you and them keep up with your progress during the application. And you receive this email, it tells you that, you've met initial requirements and this is your candidate dashboard link. So yeah. And the next step that I received, which was probably 72 hours later, which was an invitation to go and take my computer-based test. And that was 72 hours after receiving the initial emails, like the initial emails where I met initial requirements. Bam. So scheduling, it will be really simple. There will be a link there to, guide you to how to schedule. It's very simple. You click the link, basically it's going to pop up on, whatever website. And on the website, it's going to ask you to either turn on your location or put in your location, and it'll give you some areas that are around you, that are listed around you, of where you can go and take the test. And it also has different dates and different times. You pick it. After you pick it, they will send you reminders. I know they sent me reminders twice. They sent me a reminder before, and then they sent me a 72-hour reminder. I chose the date, and my date was a week out from getting the test invitation. But that was me. They literally had dates that were 48 hours, available, or 72 hours. They have dates that were up to 2 weeks out. It's all on you, So it warns you to take 2 forms of ID with you to the test site, and it also warns you to be prompt because the test will take 2.5 hours. Do not take any extra belongings. The test site that I was at, they had like little locker areas, little file cabinet areas where if you did bring something like a small little purse or your cell phone, they could lock it away for you. And there was somebody, there in that area who worked for them, who's, kind of, guarding that area, so your belongings were safe and locked away. But yeah, they will not let you take no cell phones in there. There was no notepad, no pencils. But I'm pretty sure if, someone asked for one or needed one, they could have made it available to you for whatever reason. The test was, pretty, what can I say, simple, for me, but everyone is different. All I can tell you is to keep your eyes on your screen. They do have cameras throughout the testing room. And each section is timed. And I finished before the allotted time, the 2.5 hours. And I still passed, but like I said, everybody is different. I know that there was like what people would call language arts questions or reading questions. There was probably about 4 or 5 sections of that, and each section had about 8 to 10 questions. They were multiple choice. There were some that was open-ended, but it would be like, open-ended, but also have multiple choice answers down at the bottom. So it would be like saying something like, Buddy said the book was red. what color did Buddy say the book was? That would be the open-ended question, I'm guessing, and they would have multiple choice answers down at the bottom, like red, green, blue, or yellow, so I mean, wasn't that simple, but I'm not going to go into that many details, and there's going to be a part of the test, where they test your eyesight, and all I could tell you is don't overthink it. Don't try to, just don't overthink it. Just trust your eyes. Don't try to put stuff that's not there. Like, just trust your eyes and, just, go with, what you believe and what you see. End of that. It's very simple. The same day that I took the test, I was sent an email and I was alerted that I passed it. Literally probably 30 minutes within me leaving the testing facility, I received an email that said that I passed it. And that email also had a link to accept or decline a contingent offer. And when I clicked on the link, there was also with accepting the offer, I was forwarded to another page where I had to agree on a credit check. Yes, this is a federal job, so they're looking out for your best interests on the credit check, because if you have any federal debts that are in default, you don't want to get the job, accept the job, work all of those hours, and then your first paycheck is $0. This is the feds we talking about. If you owe these people, they're going to get their money first. So at least they're warning you. And I think the minimum, the maximum amount that you can owe is $7,500. So they tell you if you have a federal debt of more than $7,500, then they, tell you to handle that first before you come back and apply. Because that's just like anybody. If you worked for me and you owe me, before I hand you your check, I am going to take my funds out and then pay you. That's it. That's all. Okay, so once again, 48 hours after I accepted my contingent offer and agreed to the credit check, 48 hours after that, I was emailed a link to fill out a form called an E86. Now, remember when I mentioned to you about the initial link of that candidate dashboard, and that basically tracks your progress for you and them? Well, on that candidate dashboard, the actual next step after accepting your contingent offers and agreeing to your credit check, the actual step after that is to complete an airport assessment. Now, they're just like them. They sent you an invite to take the CBT. They're going to send you an invite for that airport assessment. Now, the smart thing would be like they did. They haven't sent me. I haven't tackled that airport assessment yet, and I went ahead and leaped to the E86 part, which is the federal background check, because it just makes sense. We're not going to give a bunch of people airport assessments and call them in here for this when they probably don't, pass the background part. So, I'm guessing that they, ask that you do the E86 first. They send you that email link and you do that. And then once you pass the E86 or, your background comes back clear, then they will send you an offer or, out to come and, attend the airport assessment. That's what I'm guessing they do. It only makes sense. That's what I would do. Or, probably anybody who, just don't want to waste their time on people who, probably won't pass the background check. And it's not that you're like a hardcore criminal, it's with this E86 background check. It is very extensive. It is very intrusive. They want to know 10 years back on everything, 10 years back on where you live, the last, 10 years back on every job you've held, whether that be temp, this and that and that. They want to know, immediate family members. They want to know, friends, they are very intrusive, and this is a federal background check. They have to know this. You are going to be working at the airport. They don't want to invite some crazy person, to come and work there, and you have all kinds of stuff going on, that's, you're not right up here or whatever. They don't need those problems at the airport. Too much has happened. I know you guys remember 9/11. Too much has happened. So they're going to be all up in your business. Now, this E86 background check, they send you a link to, you are going to have to be on a computer. You are going to have to be on a computer, or it will not allow you to submit anything. Literally, you're going to be going in loops and circles. You cannot do it from your cell phone. You cannot do it from a tablet. You need to be on a computer that has Internet Explorer. That's it. You need to be on a computer. And yeah, it took me a little over an hour to finish that background paperwork. I'm not gonna lie, because I had to get my stuff together. I had to make my notes. I had to remember, how long did I stay at this address, and how long was I at this address, and what job was I, in between this job. And I haven't had many jobs, but there's been a couple of times. I'm a single mother. I have had to work 2 jobs. Like, I have had to pick up a temp job, during back to school season or during birthday season and stuff. So, I had to remember those things. And I'm guessing after your background is verified, like I said, then they will send you an invitation to do the airport test. I don't have much to say other than it seems like it's, pretty easy going. I've heard a couple of other people say, that their things moved slowly for them. They did warn you that the background check would take 3 to 5 business days. And I did mine on a Friday, so Saturday and Sunday doesn't count. Pretty sure Friday didn't count because that was kind of considered a holiday, Good Friday. I don't know if everyone considers that a holiday. But yeah, I'm going to wait those 5 days and, see what's up and see what's said. So yeah, it seems pretty simple, the process. It is tedious. They are all up in your business, as, any federal job would be. So yeah, I mean, if you want a job, don't have a background, friendly person, go ahead and apply. A lot of people say, and they even tell you, when you accept your contingent offer, there's notes down there that tells you, if you are currently working, do not quit your job. They explain to you that this is a contingent offer, so yeah, it is what it is. It is timely. What do you expect? So that's all, you guys. Like I said, you guys are going to be going through this with me. I did not mean to make this long or timely. I'll try and put in the footnotes. I don't know, because, they're very discreet. I'll try and put in, the footnotes or whatever you call those little notes at the bottom, the simple step-by-step process. I'll try and, try to make some, very simple, like ABC for people who don't like watching long videos. But yeah, that's it. And until another time, that's what I'm up to. Happy Easter. Goodbye.